The niggas. Welcome back to another episode of Three Niggas on YouTube featuring me, Negro, and Tone. This evening, we mainly going to discuss some of the worst advice you ever got in different areas of your life. I know a lot of motherfuckers on the internet get a lot of bad advice. You could tell. You could tell just by who they get the advice from. Like they say, real recognize real. And real recognize real information. So with that said, I want to welcome back the homies, Negro and Tone, for another
Roll,
week.
man. Roll.
He trying to wish you luck with your knees grow, man. He trying to help your knees grow, man. Affirmation.
You know you was in 12 years a slave, nigga. Stop playing, motherfucker.
Come on, man. I'm light skinned, bro. That's y'all.
Yeah, shit. That's it.
You was outside.
I was chilling, dude.
You a light skinned Negro.
I don't know what it's like to watch my ass for tweaks play. I use the cotton you sweat all day picking.
Anyway, welcome back. Another motherfucking Monday evening, 9 p.m. You know what fucking time it is. Your uncle's in the building with his two young homies. And I know I've had plenty of bad advice over my life. You know, advice I've given myself, advice I've taken from others. So with that in mind, I'm pretty sure it's happened to you guys before. If you haven't given yourself bad advice at some point in time, I'm pretty sure, I'm willing to bet money that you got some from somebody else, especially since Roe used to be just cheat on her. That sound like some very bad advice.
Shit sound like sound advice to me.
So I put up a post recently on my Instagram because this was some bad advice that I got from a family member at some point in my life, and that was to fake it until you make it. And the reason why that's bad advice, well, initially it just didn't make any sense to me to be fake until you actually make it to where you're trying to get to, because by that time you've been and spent so much time being fake, it'd be hard to revert to who you really are. But the reason why that path doesn't work towards you achieving your goal is because you can't fake failure. You can't fake success. And in order to be successful, you have to fail. And most motherfuckers will not advise you to not get hung up on your failures. You know what I'm saying? In pursuit of whatever goal it is that you set for yourself. What's some bad advice you guys have gotten that you want to share with the audience this evening?
It's not bad advice that I took, right? Just bad advice, period.
Bad advice that you took, whether it be from yourself or somebody else, even bad advice you may have given that you thought about later on and decided that, you know, that probably wasn't the best course of action.
I can't think of no bad advice that I took, but I can remember some bad advice that somebody gave me as like when I was like 18. It was a guy my mom was dating or whatever. He was, you know, older. And I could tell where the advice was coming from. And that's why. No, it definitely wasn't long. He wasn't around long enough. My mom was a pimp. Well, I ain't gonna get into that. I ain't gonna get into that. But yeah, he tried to tell me to live my life like frivolously now and then worry about the like serious stuff when I get older. And it already sounded dumb because I had my actual father who would teach me the exact opposite. But I realized it was coming from a place of a person who kind of like spent his whole life doing stuff he really wanted to do. And that's what really kept me like to know like, okay, it's about balance.
Indeed. What about on while you were perusing the internet, any bad advice you've observed people being given or giving? Because I mean, I see a lot of this shit. I see a whole lot
For
of it.
starters, I mean, you kind of when what you saying kind of sum it up because a lot of it, the bad advice I see on the internet now is people telling you to be something that you're not, so you can ultimately be the person that you plan to be. Like they tell a guy to pretend like he got money and he get a bunch of bitches. But like, what happens if you get these bunch of bitches and then they find out you ain't got money? You don't think they talk? You know what I mean? Now,
Yeah,
even when you do got money, they gonna think you ain't got money because you know it's the fraud.
facts.
Like they don't teach you stuff. They don't tell you like they don't tell you what's the possible outcome, like the downside to the choice that you make. Because they haven't made that choice. Because if they made that choice, they'd be quick to tell you like, "Hey, don't do that shit, bro. That fucked me." You know what I mean? But they're not doing that.
That's interesting. I've noticed that too. That sometimes people will not only give you advice that they won't take themselves, but the fucking advice will be trash. I mean, some bad advice that I've noticed, like on the internet specifically, since I've been hanging around, is telling motherfuckers if you're not an alpha, you could be one. No, you can. You can only be who you are. You have to learn to appreciate who you are as a person. You understand what I'm saying? And utilize your strengths while you try to improve upon your weaknesses. But I've always considered that to be bad advice. It's like kind of akin to what you was just saying. Tell motherfuckers like give them the answers to the test. You understand what I'm saying? But even if they pass the test, it don't mean that they know shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's like giving them the answers, but when the teacher wants you to explain your work, when it's time to go actually show your work when you do it, you can't do it when it's time for it. You can only do it on this little test. But when it's time to actually go do it, you can't because you don't understand how that person got from A to B. You just know there's an A, there's a B, but you don't know 8.1, 8.2, 8.3. So you
Mm.
can't you can and then even if you do figure it out, you can only do stuff that way because you only know how to get, you only know that way. You don't know how you got to that way or why that way works.
Hmm. Exactly. Like I know I've been noticing. The older I get, the more I look at the younger folks, and I see, I think I see how the generation before me, like my parents, saw my generation and my nieces and nephews. Like, what the hell? These motherfuckers are strange. But what I notice about like the millennials and the zillennial generation is a lot of them, and I've remarked on this before. When I was their age and I was coming up, you had to be like original. You couldn't be copying what somebody else did and get the same respect that those people got for doing it. So like you couldn't come out sounding like Rakim while everybody is already loving Rakim. You understand what I'm saying? But nowadays, that
I
fake
think
it
the
till you
problem
make it,
is
that fake it till you make it attitude seems to be more like a mantra because it's like, and I mean, this even happened to me where motherfuckers have, like lifted shit off of me, whether it be a saying or just something that I might be known for, and make use of it, and then don't even show no love. You know what I'm saying? It's like that ain't even come from you. I know it didn't come from you. It don't even sound like you. That's not even your personality.
right, but you
But what
see
were
the
you gonna say?
problem is that people don't want to be respected more than the person they copy. They just want a piece of respect.
Hmm.
They look at it like a pie.
Interesting.
Like okay, this is how you got a piece of the pie. So if I could just get a percentage of the piece of the pie you got, you know what I mean? I'll be straight. And they be cool with
Hmm.
that. And that's why
Hmm.
they copy. They be like, yeah, people like, man, you sound just like such. Yeah, I know. But and some little bullshit they throw in and try to kind of separate themselves, but they know what they do. You know what I mean? And they don't want all that. Like you see the people that do that, they do that one thing. They literally just okay, I sound like this person. that must be why people listen to me. So I'm gonna just keep sounding like this person to get my little chunk of respect that I want. Now, I forget what the saying is. I think it was like something basically where masterminds take somebody else's idea and make it better, and like take two ideas and turn it into another idea. That's different. Like let's say like for instance, this ain't a good example because I'm not really a fan, but like how Ja Rule kind of sound like DMX a little. He took the DMX sound, but he went and made it like he was more focused on like the thug love type shit. You know what I mean? Now I'm not saying Ja Rule is a mastermind, but in the same breath, I don't. You know, he definitely dominated an era at a certain point. So I gotta give him props for that. But that's what you're supposed to do. You take and then you make your own. But they just get stuck at the take because they don't want this insurmountable amount of respect or insurmountable level of success. They just want to say I'm successful and they good with that.
Yeah, this the Tekashi 6ix9ine era. This the era of the fake snitching niggas. Well, I tell you, man. For real. Where Roe at? He went missing.
I'm right here.
Okay. I thought you got pulled over. Some shit.
He's sponging up game, man.
I'm just listening,
sponging up game. You about to say something philosophical?
Shit. Hit us with it, then.
Y'all done pretty much covered what I was gonna say. But shit, man, just selling as far as the internet go, like selling her a dream. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't be selling people dreams. Cause that's how you get your cars fucked up. That's how you get your tires slashed. That's how you get your windows busted. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sell her a dream and just get what you want out of her and dip. Like that shit is terrible advice for a young man. Cause that's gonna get him in a bad situation. Cause women are very vengeful. That's gonna get the women to call her brother and pull up to your job and your house. Cause you done lied to her and told her it's gonna be something that it ain't. And that's how you get your ass fucked up talking about some seller a dream. Like, nah, like that's terrible advice.
Alina cousin gonna roll up on you.
For real. For real. Yeah.
Right.
Because they really be believing your ass. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women are very gullible and they'll believe you if you're convincing enough, you know? And once they figure out like the whole shit was a lie, see, that's what these niggas don't talk about. Like, they think these women just be going crazy. Yeah, they be going overboard because they're emotional. When you think with emotions, you're going to go overboard. But like they be having some shit, like some valid, I ain't saying like valid reasons to go all out and do wild shit, but they really be having reasons to be mad at niggas. Because you did lie to her. You did tell her it was going to be one way, but it didn't go that way. So, yeah.
Oh, shit. Shout out to King
it's like
Drake.
When you poke a beehive.
Yeah, shout out to the homie King Drake because he put it out there on Instagram probably about 2.5 months ago, and shit, I was one of the first dudes to comment to say that what he was saying is true. Niggas know that they have lied to these women before just to get some ass. They know they have, and what dudes don't understand, and I made this point before. A lot of the reason why these women are the way they are is because of guys lying to them. You understand what I'm saying? Telling them shit that they don't mean, or telling them shit and not remembering what they said to the female. You know, so
Shit,
one of
I'm
the worst.
guilty of it.
Shit. I mean, I've done it before too. You know, I ain't gonna front. One of the worst pieces of advice I ever heard, it's right here on the internet, is when I heard motherfuckers say lie to these bitches because they lie to us. I was like, oh, whoa.
So
a whole lot of motherfuckers get ready to get hurt.
Bitch to you. That makes sense.
That's what it sounded like to me.
That's basically
shit. Remember when them old players, when you used to ask them for like dating advice, they used to tell you all kind of crazy shit, like, oh, beat that bitch ass, cuss her ass out,
right.
like do all this fucking bullshit, man. Like hell no, that ain't nearly how you deal with women. You shouldn't be beating no woman ass unless she just just attacking you, and you just gotta defend yourself. You still shouldn't beat her ass. You know what I'm saying? Because you stronger than her. But these niggas be talking about like relationship. Like, oh nigga, when your bitch act up, then you go beat that bitch ass. You go cuss her the fuck out, and people really live by that shit. Like, no, don't do none of that. Like, just dump her ass and go find you somebody that's gonna do what you need them to
Yeah,
do. Like,
I know
that's
a
it.
dude. I
Yeah, they
know
be
a
telling them
dude.
shit out of this too. That'd be the problem as well. Because he probably did that, but he did that to a motherfucker who ain't got no respect for himself.
Right,
Shit,
right.
I
You
know a
feel
dude.
me? Like, you know what I mean?
He
Somebody is
smacked up
desperate
his
punishment.
goddamn.
Anybody that put hands across you,
Yeah,
Should never let nobody get you to that point. For real, for real.
nah, not no female, never. But I know a dude who smacked the shit out of his chick just because she had them Roman eyes. That nigga is a gorilla.
God
he,
damn.
he smacked that bitch like it looked like the Looney Tunes cartoon. It looked like Loki when he got smacked by the Time Variance Authority in slow motion. I was like, oh, it's time for me to roll. I can't be around this kind of shit. But it's a lot of bad advice, that motherfuckers get. And unfortunately, a lot of people are just not astute enough, myself included, because I'm still learning. But most motherfuckers are not astute enough, not focused enough to be able to recognize some badass advice when they hear the shit. And then they unfortunately go waste time trying it out only to find out the shit don't work.
Yeah, man. Just like you shouldn't like be so quick to flip out on somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, how man we get our ego, we be like, oh shit, I ain't letting nobody punk me and do all this shit. They be wanting you to crash out on nigga. Like, nah, man, like you might crash out on the wrong nigga. Like you gotta really analyze and be smart about your situation. You know what I'm saying? Are you prepared to go there with somebody? Don't be just snapping out on fucking everybody. You don't know what they're capable of, what kind of day they having, what kind of training they got. Do they got a weapon? You over here acting tough, man. You ain't had a fight since 5th grade. You fucking ain't got a gun, a knife, no pepper spray, no nothing on you. This motherfucker, a trained MMA fighter, and you over here running up in his face. Like, don't be getting up in people's face, man. Like, you better chill and
yeah, but
analyze the situation. The first job is to get home safe. Like, fuck your ego and feeling like you got punked. If you can get out the situation, get out that motherfucker. But now, if you backed up against the corner and you got no choice, then do what you got to do. But like, don't just go out crashing, trying to act all tough and shit, man. That shit for the birds, man. Get your ass home safe.
Here goes some good advice from me to you guys and all you fine folks out there. By the way, make sure when you come in, you show some respect the same way you would when you go in your grandmama house. Wipe your motherfucking feet before you cross the threshold. Hit the like button before you go. I appreciate it. But here's some good advice. I think it's some life saving advice. Two pieces. Number one, when you go out there in these streets, especially nowadays, this is 2022, get ready to be 2023 because we already 6 months past more than 6 months through the year. But if you're not willing to kill or be killed, stop fucking with people. Cause you'll fuck around and run up on the wrong motherfucker at the right goddamn time, and then your life will be over. Be mindful of who you associate with and what kind of shit they into, as best as you possibly can, because you don't want to be with the wrong motherfucker or the wrong motherfucker in the wrong place at the wrong time. It could cost you your life. Number two, for all you young men out there, younger than me, I'm 46, I think monk mode is very beneficial, and I'm gonna tell you why. If for no other reason, you can save a whole lot of money and you don't even need to buy any car insurance from Geico. I have to admit that I've been on monk mode probably the last 12, 13 months. Now, I do have a little female who I kick it with every now and then. But for the most part, females are absent out my life unless I talk to them when I'm, out and about. But I think monk mode is very beneficial because it allows you to focus. It allows you time to focus on, concentrate on shit like your finances, get your money together. You understand? For all you broke ass motherfuckers out there who get paid by the week, a couple $100. You got to start somewhere. And you have a lot of free time to learn new things. The world is changing. A lot of you motherfuckers can't see it because you're young and your eyes is young and you ain't got much experience. But I see it clear as motherfucking the sun on a cloudless day. But I just wanted to
You got
share that.
superpowers yet?
Man, them shits don't give you no superpowers. I'll be horny than a motherfucker. I ain't gonna front. But
was that I can fuck through a brick wall. I tell you that.
Fuck somebody, mama up. Put that bitch in the hospital. I'm just fucking around. What about you guys? Either one of you ever tried the monk mode thing? I mean, that's what they call it basically, but I mean, essentially the only
Shit,
thing you're
I'm
doing
pretty
is
much on the same shit you've been on.
kind of not really focus on women like that.
Yeah,
I can't lie to you.
Couple years. I dibble and dabble every now and again when I need to scratch that itch. But as far as like having somebody consistent and just like like going out, I ain't been doing that shit for a couple of years, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to get my life right, But when I'm feeling that way, I get what I need to get. But for the most part, I'm doing that and I'm just going about my life. My life ain't where I want it to be yet, so women ain't my focus right now. I'm not saying that I just be staying away from them like that, because I still talk and interact and do little shit here and there, but like that, that's the last thing on my mind right now. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I need to focus on other shit.
Definitely. I could definitely dig it. Man, it's been so long since I had a motherfucking girlfriend. I can't even remember what being in a relationship is like, man.
Incel. Fucking incel. You an incel, G. You just trying to cover it up with monk mode. You trying to hide behind monk mode, nigga. You an incel. You can't
Try
get
to
no.
make it sound cool and shit.
I'm a monk mode. Like, nah, nigga, you an
He said,
incel. You can't
I'm
get
about
up
2
next
months away from meeting Morpheus and get out of this matrix with you, but
Yo, that shit came out fast as hell, all slicker than a motherfucker. Niggas the 5-foot assassin. That nigga said, "You incel."
All these ugly,
I'd have
weird
been,
ass niggas on the internet.
I'd
Oh,
have been
monk mode,
accused.
man. Like,
I'd have
nah,
been
you can't get
accused of
what. You hide, nigga. You hide
everything.
behind monk mode, nigga. You can't get what. You
Yo,
can't get no
that's
ass, nigga. That's why you say that. It sound better. Monk mode sound better than an incel. You know what I'm saying? As
That's
far as I'm
sound like you about
concerned,
to do
same
sound like
shit.
you about to do some sweet shit at the end of it.
Oh wow, y'all niggas is
Be like
hilarious.
Christ consciousness right now. He said, "Kill me today, and I'll be back in 3 fucking days." Watch.
Man, shit, I can't even hit my joint, nigga. Yo, y'all niggas is
You know how
It's
hilarious.
much
funny
ass
because there's
Jesus
niggas
got?
out there
None,
really
bro.
like
That
that
nigga
too.
said
If you think
that shit real slick like in regular conversation, like you an incel.
That's what it sounds like to me. You said I ain't had a girlfriend
Wow.
in forever. You told us you only had one girlfriend in your
I
whole
only
life,
had
man.
one
You
girlfriend.
see, you a
One
fraud.
serious
You an internet
one
fraud. I'm about
one
to make a
one
video about you, man. You a fraud, nigga. I'm coming back to make diss videos on all you fraud niggas. Nigga.
this nigga said I'm on internet, bro.
You a fraud, nigga.
You about to
Hilarious.
make a new Instagram called Just Avoid Her.
Good evening, Miss Misha Mac. I gotta avoid you. I'm on monk mode. I'm on my incel shit right now, so it won't be no sweet nothings. It's just all regular. How you doing, ma'am?
He on
Yo,
his Jackie Chan shit.
that nigga said that shit real. He slid that shit in there like he stole a joke out the deck. That was hilarious. That was funny though, man. But no, I mean It has been. It's been a long time since I've been in a relationship. I've only ever had one serious long term relationship in my life. I've only really ever been serious about one girl, and
But if you ask them,
well, I'm pretty sure a lot of them been serious about me, man. Chicks be trying to give me shit all the time. I have to tell them no because I know that shit come, with other shit attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. I mean, after my relationship, I kind of was like, nah, I don't want no more relationships until I meet a woman who I'm gonna have some kids with. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically why I'm doing the monk mode thing now because I'm trying to prepare myself for that. That's what I'm looking forward to in the next handful of years or so. So taking my time, chilling out,
that shit.
getting all my affairs in order, stacking up my resources, buying more Bitcoin because it's gonna be the future. But yeah, man, I've been in selling it. Sound like a battery.
Oh, they be charged up. They definitely be charged up.
That sound like a brand of batteries and shit. You got Duracells? Nah, give me a pack of them N cells, nigga, from the dollar store. That's crazy. What other bad advice you guys come across in your time perusing the internet
Well, for anybody or for dudes specific?
for anything?
Oh, everything that came out of Derek Jackson mouth.
Ah,
Damn, I ain't heard that name in a minute.
that nigga been
Anything that
missing in
came out that
action
nigga
since
mouth, bro.
2021. I mean, I seen a lot of guys. I've even done it a time or two myself. I seen a lot
R.I.P.
of guys calling him out on his bullshit. You know what I'm saying? When he was like caping for the chicks. A lot of motherfuckers was pointing out
Because
like, man,
essentially,
that motherfucker lying. that motherfucker's
a
he's
lot
a
of the
cheater.
shit, right? A lot of the shit he was advising, like, yeah, girl, if your dude don't do this, essentially what he's saying is dudes got to do this. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, if your man don't do this, girl, he ain't shit. So now the dumb niggas is gonna be like, oh, so I gotta do this, so she think I'm shit, and that's just horrible.
Yeah, what he basically from my point of view, basically what he allowed women to get away with was unaccountability. You know what I'm saying? Where not saying that it's no responsibility on the guy because there's always responsibility on the guy, but eliminating basically any responsibility on the part of women. Like they say, it take two to tango. I can't be the source of all of the fucking problem. Maybe I
Right.
am. Shit, I picked this goofy bitch, So, but yeah, man, he's an excellent example of somebody who you should not take advice from, and in my honest opinion, is because he's a hypocrite. I try very very hard not to be hypocritical. You know what I'm saying? Because it's
Right.
unhealthy. It's unhealthy. And really, to be honest, a lot of these guys on the internet be hypocrites. You know what I'm saying? They love hoes. They know they love hoes deep down inside, but they don't want their woman to be a hoe. Like which take your pick, motherfucker. You ain't gonna have it both ways. You ain't gonna have a virgin pole dancer, motherfucker. Salute
Right.
to the homie Can Bash. He's earlier than the last time. It's all good that we on YouTube. This shit is probably gonna be forever. Unless YouTube delete me. I don't see any reason why. I ain't super popular. I only got a few hundred subscribers. All right. I ain't talking about nothing that's threatening. And fuck you too. You gotta respect him buying the second girl. The second girl, the same perfume though, straight player immoral though. Nah, man, that ain't no player shit. Some player shit is when you can have two broads and you can remember distinctly what each of them is into. so that you don't never make that mistake. Because females,
Facts.
they'll get together and be like, oh, he bought you Chanel number 5? Well, he bought me that too. No, I keep telling you
And now
niggas,
they
these
get real
bitches.
mad.
Yeah, exactly. I keep trying to tell. I said it. We said it earlier in the broadcast. Stop lying to bitches. Just tell them the truth. Look, bitch, I got
Well,
17 other bitches. Are you trying to be number 18? Yes? No? Okay. That's what it is. Motherfuckers think women's stupid.
had
That's what it comes down
he
to.
got them what they
Niggas
wanted.
think women are dumb, and they not.
Right.
They're a lot smarter than a lot of you motherfuckers. The evidence speaks for itself. Got niggas out
Had
there
he
taking
done
care
what you
of other
said he was
niggas'
doing,
babies. Huh?
had
Hell
he
no.
got those specific.
I ain't never
No,
done
I
no
said
shit
had
like
he.
that with females.
No, I'm saying had he done what you said he should do, which is memorize like, okay, this one like that one. Even when they sat here and had a discussion, she would be like, oh, he got her that cheap. She like that cheap ass shit. Oh, he got me this, so he
Nah.
must like me more. And she won't even say nothing.
Well, that could happen, because that's how females be. They very competitive. But I could tell you that's one of the reasons why I could keep chicks around for a long fucking time, because I remember little goofy shit like that about them. That's some free game, nigga. You got 2 chicks, one of them like Chanel number
I'm like,
5,
yeah, stop
the
there,
other
bro. It's
one
not a
like some
charge.
other shit. Don't ever confuse that. You know what I'm saying? Learn to. I keep telling you niggas, I'm not telling you niggas to act like females, but you niggas need to learn how to take some of these plays out of the female playbook, because they do the same shit to you. Why do you think your girl know what you like? Because she pay attention to your ass, nigga. You ain't gotta tell her. They watch you. That's the same thing you supposed to be doing. That's why you don't know your bitch. That's why your bitch be giving me some ass. Because I know her better than you do, and I don't even be with her as much as you do. How is that? What's wrong with that picture? Anyway, more bad advice that you've gotten from somebody or from yourself, or you've seen other motherfuckers get on the internet in
Shit, man.
regards to life in general, dealing with women, business, whatever.
Shit,
How do you
man.
spot
That Ja.
what's the best way to spot some bad advice?
I mean, shit.
Inconsistency.
You can only know it's bad advice if like you done been through some shit yourself already. Because if your brain is fresh, you don't know, and it's bad advice until you know. You know what I'm saying? Until after the fact, like, oh shit, I should have did that. But if you ain't never been in that type of situation before, you don't know until you know. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, tell me
I
some
say,
shit.
I was gonna say, oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Tom.
Oh, I was gonna say it's like when somebody that gives you advice inconsistent with their character, or when it's like overly exaggerated. So like how you were saying earlier, like, yeah, just slap that bitch and blah blah blah. Like that sound it don't sound cool. Let me catch myself. That don't sound cool. But it sound like grandiose. Like, yeah, just do that and everything be good. Yeah, like that's too simple. That's too like, and it's too much. Usually when advice is like, yeah, this one quick fix is usually not good advice. Especially if they can't break it down, and especially more if it's not consistent with their character. Like if you can look at this person, like let's say you was to take the advice, and you look at this person, you like, you don't slap your bitch. You know what I mean? Like you know this is not good advice.
So what about this advice? I know all of y'all done heard this before. Like I done seen in real life, like dudes that just be like, man, to keep a woman happy, just do whatever she says. You know how them dudes be like on that happy wife, happy life, quote unquote.
Happy
I
wife,
just
happy
do
life.
whatever my wife says. That's the worst fucking advice
Yeah, that's
ever.
the
Cause
worst
she gonna
advice I've ever
treat you
gotten.
like a
Thank you. That
hoe.
one right there.
She gonna
That
treat
one
you
right
like a
there, bro.
hoe for the rest of your life, man. Like Like, I know women
Bro,
wouldn't agree with this, but you don't do whatever. Hell no, man, because humans are fucking, we wild sometimes. So you gonna do literally everything that she tell you, man? You got to be fucking stupid. I just do what my
bro,
wife says. Most of the people that say shit like that, they be looking miserable. Just follow my wife, whatever she wants. Them be the most miserable niggas on this earth.
dumbass laugh afterwards every time.
Yeah, and try to look at you like you supposed to agree and shit. Like, man, get the fuck out of here, man.
Bro, I used to have a
Big
saying, they
fact.
say happy wife, happy life, but how is that when everything to make her happy make me miserable?
I know that's right.
You don't like the same thing as women, nigga. So you must be miserable, like you just said. And she happy, nigga. 'Cause, nigga, I
Shit.
don't give a fuck
Right.
about going to Target and grocery shopping and all this fuck shit. Like, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, you know.
The one of the two methods that I use, and they kind of they closely related, is that one, I use a lot of caution when I'm dealing with folks. It may not even appear to be that way, but it is what I'm doing. And I'm also highly suspicious of people, especially the shit that they telling me to do. You know what I'm saying? I use my brain. You know, just because somebody says something to me, you know, in a manner to advise me to do this or that or what may be best for me, you know, I always contemplate on about it before I make a move. You know, I think using those methods will help you. You know, from ingesting a lot of unnecessary, unhealthy, unrewarding, pieces of advice from people. So when a motherfucker telling me some shit, you know, I'm extremely skeptical of what I'm hearing. You know, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I've had experiences in my life when I've been listening to something that somebody was saying to me, and something about it just didn't sound true. It didn't sound like it made any sense. And so that made me even more suspicious. Like, wait a minute, I'm not fit to listen to what the fuck this motherfucker saying, because that sounds like some bullshit. I'm fuck around, get hurt. Unfortunately, that happens to people. Not paying attention could get you fucked up.
Yeah, but people don't realize how serious that shit is. They don't realize you don't get like a reset button.
Yeah, this life is kind of like a video game. You could think of it in that manner, but you only get one chance to play. Once the game is over for you, the game is over for you. Ain't no coming back. At least nobody but Jesus has died and come back so far.
Jesus and Top in like 2 months.
Oh man, y'all shot the fuck out. So
Well, he levitated yesterday.
wow. Did you say something about you got a comedy show coming up soon, Tone?
I don't yet. I might have something either in the middle or the end of this month.
Oh, okay. And man, unfortunately, the summertime is coming to an end. We already in motherfucking August. Damn. Just to think about it, August of
Shit,
2020,
bro.
2 years
Summer be
ago,
killing us here. I live in Arizona, bro.
Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace. He passed away 2 years ago this month. The Black Panther. I can't wait for motherfucking You got Disney Plus, don't you, Tom?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. I am Groot and motherfucking She-Hulk is coming this month. I think I am Groot is coming not this
Yeah, I don't know
Wednesday,
how.
but next Wednesday. And then She-Hulk is coming the Wednesday the week after.
I don't know how I feel about it. I still
Did you
feel like the
see
Hulk
Miss
got
Marvel?
played, and he about to play himself even more.
You ain't? Did
Yeah, I
you see
saw it.
Miss Marvel? What you think about it?
Yeah, I saw it.
What you think about it?
It was cool. I think it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought. The same thing. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It did seem like more for the kids, but I'm looking forward to see her character in future Marvel projects. Bro, you don't fuck with Marvel films, do you?
Yeah,
You
she was
like
cool.
Marvel?
Yeah, I fuck with them like the main ones, but I ain't no Marvel head like that. But every one that come out, I do go see it. What up?
Did you see the latest one, Thor: Love and Thunder?
I didn't even want to see that shit. You know, man. Okay, I gotta be a sexist pig, man. I'm getting tired of seeing all these women overpowering niggas and shit like that. Like, you know, here's my shit. Okay, here's what I'm deep
Yeah.
into. Like, I like the Hawkeye shit, but I like the I don't know, man. Some of them be cool, whatever, but like I just be liking that old school, just like tough man shit. Like my favorite show right now is I don't know if y'all seen it, but y'all should check it out. Is Vikings.
I heard of it. Ain't that
Yeah.
like on Hulu or some shit?
Well, I got it on Amazon Prime Video
Amazon
shit.
Prime, Amazon Prime. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
got that.
yeah, man. I like shit like I like old Viking, like niggas stabbing niggas in the heart, looking them in their eyes, just on some real, just like
Hitting
savagery
bitches
type
over the
shit.
head with a club, dragging them by the hair,
Yeah,
back
that's
to the
my
game.
shit right there. The last
You ever watch
kingdom
Peaky
is
Blinders?
I gotta watch that one too. I'll be seeing little clips on the internet. I'll be like, yeah, that look like that'll be my type of
That
This
shit
vibe right
good,
old,
there.
bro.
this old Lord of the Rings ass nigga right here.
Nah, but Vikings is just like Vikings is way more realistic. It ain't no fantasy shit. It's just like some real life, just Viking men doing man shit, bar fights in every scene, niggas slapping, socking each other. Like, and that's
Ron
the
was,
type of shit
Ron
I
was a
be on
little
that
violent
old
No,
school
that's
motherfucker.
shit.
Peaky Blinders in a nutshell, bro.
Okay, I
Ron
gotta
was a
watch that one then.
little violent motherfucker.
Man, you seeing these motherfucking girls on these new shows, 110 pounds beating up niggas that look like The Rock. I'll be like, man, I don't want to see that shit.
I know.
Uh,
Me and the homie Brian, we was doing the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and I think we covered some of WandaVision. But I remember alluding to the same thing that you were saying. It's like Phase Four, Marvel Phase Four got real woke. Got woke in a motherfucker. Phase Four is totally different than the preceding three phases. But then we going into a whole another storyline. But you ain't the only person who done noticed that, bro. I done noticed it too. A
Oh,
lot of
far
motherfuckers don't
from,
even call it.
far
They
from.
don't even call it the MCU no more. A lot of Marvel diehard Marvel fans they call that shit the MCU.
yeah, I like Thor when he
Facts.
acting hard and tough and shit. He just some big ass
Yeah.
Viking lord, just thunder Thor. Like now he
Let me
getting all
tell you,
soft and jokey and shit.
let
Like
me
it's
tell you
cool
a
to
little
have a little
story about a
jokes every
space
now and again.
Viking.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's who the Vikings play through. Like it's funny how that shit connect because the Vikings, like their guys is like Odin and Thor and shit. Like if you watch Vikings, that's who they pray to. Like and anytime they hear thunder, that's like Thor beating his hammer and shit like that. That's the Vikings god. So
Hmm.
you'll
Yeah,
like that shit. Trust me, man. That shit real good, man. Check out Vikings. It's like 6 seasons, but you know it's real good. It's worth it. It's worth it.
yeah. I had to check that out. I was watching this one. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like a live action version of like the Tick. But I can't remember the name of that shit. I had to look it back up again. But that shit was fly as hell. It was like some cartoony type shit, but live action. And I just remember the cartoon being blue. I mean, the character being blue and reminded me of the Tick. You remember that cartoon, the
The
Tick?
tip, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that shit used to be funny to me.
Yeah, yeah. This guy's is kind of like that. But anyway,
Okay.
anyway, what's some bad advice you got from your parents?
Mm.
To be an employee my whole life so I can get benefits and retire. Not
Ouch!
both. One parent. One
Ow!
parent. Hey,
Ouch!
It's called you.
Ow, you're gonna be a worker
I
forever.
don't see. I don't think that's bad advice for everybody, but I think that's bad advice to put on it. To say everybody should aspire for
Why do you think that that's bad advice? Could you elaborate?
that. Just because you limit yourself to thinking like that's all you capable of. Like if that's what you choose, that's what you choose. But don't choose that because you feel like that's your only option that's going to get you to succeed in life. You know what I mean? Like obviously for somebody to be a boss, they don't have to have employees. I get that, but don't be an employee because you feel like that's your only option. Be an employee because that's what fits your mentality, your lifestyle. That's all you really, and that's not nothing bad. I mean, unless you like a McDonald's employee. I ain't gonna lie, you be a McDonald's employee your whole life, it's kind of a problem if you ain't moved up. But other than that, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you like your job, you like what you do, and you feel like you like being a part of a team, do that shit. But like, don't go telling people like making people believe that that's your only, like, the only choice to success. Otherwise, you're gonna be a bum because it stunt people growth. You know what I mean? Like I watch people who like listen to that were like, you know, good at the shit, same shit I'm good at, or other shit, and they just stopped because they thought that was the only way they was going to succeed for it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, I would say about that not I don't it could, it could be considered to be bad advice, but I would say that would be dependent upon what your parents know. Because if that's the only thing that they know, from a financial point of view, then they can't tell you what they don't know. So they basically giving you the best
Yeah,
information
well,
that they got at the time. But even though it's the best information they got, it could still be bad advice. Especially
right,
if you are entrepreneurial type of a person, which in my opinion you seem to be, because you do other things. You got other hustles going on besides, just your regular 9 to 5.
right,
So in your case, that would be terrible advice because it could very well possibly have uh, prevented you from pursuing your career in comedy, for example.
right.
What about you, Ro? What's the worst advice you ever got from your parents? Either or, it don't make a difference.
Um, just like the basic shit, like go to college. I don't know if that's bad advice because it depends on what you're going to college for. But let's be real, most people go to college and they don't even use the degree that they fucking go to college for. Like you 18, you 17, 18 years old, you don't really know what you want to do with your life. And they forcing this shit down your throat. Like, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, I understand like you gotta do something. Like I ain't saying sit at the house and be lazy, but a lot of the times they forcing an 18-year-old, 19-year-old kid to make a decision like that's terrible advice. Like if he say he likes something, right? For example, if a kid say he likes something, you should tell him to go be an intern first. Go get a job at a company that does the shit that you like to see if you like it first before you just jump into college and spend all that goddamn money that you're gonna have to pay back. Like go work go figure out what your life is, what you really want to do. Because you 18, you don't really know what you want to do. And a lot of parents force their kids into college and shit like that. But like you said, that's all they know. Like that's like the key to success for them, maybe. But for us, the new generation, is different ways to do shit. And I never forget, um, you know, I was what was I doing? Oh, I was in college or whatever, right? My homeboy, his brother worked in air conditioning and refrigeration, and his brother was making hella money, had a nice crib, all that, making good money and shit. And I wanted to do that. And my mom was like, hell no, you going to 4-year college to get a degree, and trades are way better than degrees in most cases. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're doing some real shit. But she basically like, no, you're gonna go to a 4-year university and you're gonna do this. And I didn't even get in with my homie. You know what I'm saying? And just like you don't want to get to the point where you disappoint your parents and shit like that. So you just go ahead and you listen. But that was like terrible advice. I could have did way more with a trade than going to fucking college. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts, and
Right.
I found that I see a lot of black parents advise their children, to seek a higher education, but don't really give them any direction as to you know what they should be trying to accomplish with their higher education, and then they end up with a shitload of debt, And I got to give you a lot of props, Ro, because I've said that I've made mention of what you just spoke on, and that is when you compare the two side by side, getting a trade or going to college, it's so many more advantages to getting a trade than it is to going to college. So, let's say let's say it costs you $100,000 for 4 years of college. Once you graduate, you already $100,000 in debt. You could go to trade school for a year, be in little to no debt, and then you go straight into a job making money. So after that, let's say you invest a year and a half in trade school, you already making money for 2.5 years before the person who you competing with even get out of school.
Mm-hmm.
And they coming out of school starting off in debt, which is terrible because I think educational loans is the only debt that you can't ever get off of your credit. But before we continue, because we get ready to get out of here soon, I want to give a shout out to Miss SA or Miss Five. No, that's SA. Says hello everyone. Nothing is sexier than a man who knows how to control his sexual urges. And I've said that before. Me and Juicy did a whole episode about that. As a matter of fact, it's about 3 or 4 videos where we spoke about that. And I want to let you fellas know that the ladies like sex just as much as we do, if not more. But it is highly attractive when you can control your sexual urges. You know, next time you go out with a lady and she got that push up bra and her titties all in your face, just look her in the eyes when you talk to her. Don't even look at her titties. She should be trying to fuck the shit out of you before the night is over.
Man, that's terrible advice. You look right down her motherfucking shirt.
You
What
look
is
at
you
her real
talking about,
eyes.
you
The
fraud?
one her
You
mom
look.
bless her with.
Why you pretending like you don't want to look
You
at
look
her
at
titties,
you
nigga?
look
Look
at
at
her
her
look
titties,
at her
man. Fuck you
look at
talking
her
about?
look at her
This nigga
nipples
out of
till
here,
they get
man.
hard, nigga.
Get this nigga
Look,
out
tell
of here.
her
You look
to
hurt dead in this
check, bro. If
motherfucking
her
titties.
headlights is on, you gotta let her know.
That nigga said that's terrible advice. You gotta look down the shirt at her titties. It's a
God damn.
How you do?
That's what you
it's a
really
fine
want to
line,
do
man.
anyway.
It's
Top,
a
ain't
fine
that
line.
right, Top? I thought we was keeping it real. She got some big titties. You want to look.
Hey
Now you talking
man.
about looking her eyes.
But
Fuck
see,
that.
but see,
You
here
look at
go,
them
here go the,
bosoms,
here go
nigga.
the,
Nah.
here go the thing, bro. Is when I first seen her, I noticed she had big ass titties, so I don't gotta keep looking. I already know they big, and I'm gonna see them later as long as I act like I don't see them right now.
Oh, so you pretending? Why you acting like you don't see him? We don't pretend.
Fake
We
it
keep it
until he
100 at
make it,
all
huh?
times.
Faking it till I make it, nigga.
Exactly. He trying to pretend like he don't want to put his mouth on them joints. Nigga, you want to suck them motherfuckers from the first moment, but you
Like,
over here playing
goddamn,
Dry.
girl.
fantasy. You selling her a dream that you don't want to suck them.
Let
You
me
fake, bro. I'm
let me
making a
hold
diss video
let me
right
hold
now. As soon as we get off the line, nigga.
let me hold the two fleshly melons, girl. Yes. But before we get out of here, man, any final thoughts? Any good advice you'd like to leave these fine folks before we recess until next Monday?
Well, shit, man. I've been listening to The Way of a Superior Man. I'm about two and a
Oh
half
shit.
hours in. It's like a 5 hours. I'm gonna finish that shit tonight. And something stuck out to me, man. He said, in the book it said, live as if your parents are dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, just basically like live your life. Don't let your parents dictate how you live. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do your shit. Don't go out here and do like reckless shit, but you know what I'm saying? Live as if like you don't have the burden of trying to impress them no more. You know what I'm saying? Do what makes you happy and, you know, go get it how you want to get it. Create your own legacy. Stop living in the shadows of your parents. That shit stuck out to me. That was just something I read a couple days ago. Well, listen to. I'm listening to the audiobook.
Indeed, indeed. Tone?
I would say when it comes to taking advice, don't just you listen to the advice, listen to where the advice is coming from. You know, a lot of people. Here's another bad advice: don't judge people. That's cap. That's some of the biggest bullshit they ever told you in your life. Only God can judge me. You know, that's BS, bro. Because this nigga's doing life right now. But aside from that, when you judge where you like, okay, I'm getting this advice. Is this advice sound? Is this advice like? Because granted, you know, a crackhead, I've gotten good advice from a crackhead. I won't lie to you. But like, I recognize that it was coming from a person who fucked their life up, and you're like, yeah, bro, don't do that. You'll be like a crackhead like me. You feel me? And when you understand where the advice is coming from, it gives you a better understanding of one, of if the advice is good or not. And even if the advice is good, maybe the advice ain't good for you.
For sure. My advice is smoke more weed. No, I'm fucking with you. Be real with yourself, man. Get your self-respect up. And because I like to define the things that I'm talking about, you know, which is something that most people are not used to doing. You know, when I say get your self-respect up, that means stop lying to your motherfucking self about your goddamn self and anything else that you lie to yourself about. I think once you know that's the first step that you're gonna need to take in making your life what you want it to be. And incidentally, it'll spill over to your interactions with other people. Some people ain't gonna like you. Some people will. Some people will respect your honesty. But you will be able to sleep better. You'll be able to look at yourself in the eyes when you look in the mirror and know that you know what time it really is.
Shit.
And with that, folks,
You know something
I
I
got
used to
one.
say?
I got one more. I got one more before you get out of
oh
here,
man,
bro.
you
Wow,
short niggas,
motherfucker.
you
Let
short
me get
niggas,
one more.
short niggas ain't got no height, but you
I
got a
got one
lot of
more
them.
too.
Go
Nah,
ahead, go ahead.
I got some advice. Don't listen to Top. Look at them titties, nigga. Look at them titties, nigga. Your eyes are gonna love you, man. You gonna get some great enjoyment by looking at them titties,
Nah, man.
staring at them motherfuckers. Don't take your eyes off of them. Pretend like she ain't even got a face, nigga. You look dead at
You
the
gotta
titties.
here go the secret sauce right here, because you niggas don't know how to do it yet. You gotta learn how to look her in the eyes and look at the titties at the same time, nigga. You gotta increase your field of view. You understand what I'm saying? She gotta be feeling like you looking her right in the eye, but you really looking at her titties. It just look like you looking her in the eye. You know, it's hard to explain. I have to start like a boot camp for you motherfuckers or some shit. But anyway, I appreciate all you fine folks for coming
Sure.
through. Miss Misha Mack, Cam Bash, Miss S.A. Appreciate you for the commentary. Please hit the like button. I appreciate it. And we'll be back with you motherfuckers next week. We gonna leave y'all with a little bit of game from the game. My motherfucking man. Peace, y'all.
Peace.
Hey.
Y'all niggas got me fucked up. Niggas must think I'm Lloyd Banks or Young Buck. Don't press your dumb luck. I got my gun tucked. Cause I don't like how niggas did nip. I guess it's time to show these niggas what it is. Hit lyrically, lyrically, spiritually, here in the flesh. How I'm not top 5, niggas appear to be deaf. So I throw up gang signs. You understand me now? Keep sleeping, I'll put you where you can't be found. Where you can rest eternally and you can't hear sound. And your oldest son, the head of your family now. Fuck 'em. Cause we headed to Miami now, and it's a hit boy beat. fuck a hand me down. No more freestyling over other nigga shit. I'm on some bigger shit. Hit make the beat, then I get on some jigger shit. Cause when I hit a rock, I'm getting involved. If I gotta get a rock chain from the middle of the mall, nigga put a diamond tester to it, he getting hurt. If a bitch ass, I told her Soulja Boy did it first. Yeah, I'm back in business, and this time I'm not leaving till the crack diminish, till the fentanyl dry and the veins don't stick out, and the nigga quest love take the afro pick out. Back to my roots, freestyling to these black thoughts, black Balenciaga Adidas, gassing up the track car, or I'm out in Paris snatching bitches off the catwalk. And when I kill a pussy, I don't even let the cat talk. Underground, underdog, sew it to the asphalt. I step to all the dope niggas, they never seen crack walk. Ain't no competition, so Kendrick went to Africa. Ain't no competition, Cole went and got his baskets up. But I'm here masking up with the masking tape. Fiends knocking on the door, we closed, don't ask for Ye. You see an aftermath chain, then don't ask for Dre. I'm a legend now, fuck when I pass away. Can't put the effing down, up then I blast away. Break his legs, stuff his shoulders in, no casket space. Nah, I'm lying, it's just my rap alter ego. The DA listening, trying to hit a thug with the Rico. No, I be with gunners, no, I keep the heat close. You can't relate cause you ain't see what I seen in that peephole. So dig a sinkhole, know every nigga that rap in it. Cause ever since they killed Pop Smoke, there been a gap in it. Throw all that cap in it, lying about the trap in it. Throw all these pussy niggas beefing on these apps in it. And I'm abstinent, giving no fucks, nigga. It's all love, like I'm sitting here with Puff, nigga. You can hate me now, but I won't stop now. Come on. I am the nigga they never mention, and they hip-hop conventions. Know why? Cause I remind them of the trenches, so I must be Candyman of the era. Niggas won't say my name in the song or the mirror. As I reflect on my past and my mishaps, my right hand still where my dick at. Middle finger up, flick that. Tell my new bitch sniff that. That's your best friend. I broke off like a Kit Kat. Come on, gang. Where the bricks at? Nah, we ain't selling those, and I still fuck with Ye. But we selling clothes, you niggas selling dreams. I wake you up to a nightmare like me, Freddie, Jason, and Michael Myers right there. There's new niggas running around like this is Sukasa. Call yourself Simba, you learn from Mufasa. And I understand you think you nice and you trying things, but if you say you better than me, then you the Lion King. Ask about me, don't clash or doubt me. I make your favorite rapper come pick up trash around me. Used to walk around New York, red rag around me. That was my DMX dog tag around me. Never keep it twisted, cause I keep a bag around me. I still jack rappers if they brag around me. Keep it private, everything first class around me. Like a backwood, ops don't last around me. Lemon on the head of the drum, we make lemonade. One gun, plastic slug, then it disintegrate. Disappear into the crowd like I'm in a raid, and go missing like the crack when I'm in a raid. I do dirt like I'm in the grave, and fuck this rap shit. This ain't even how I'm getting paid. 1, 2, attention to the center stage. Fuck you, I'm back to my killing ways. 3, 4 niggas with me, then they probably strapped. Shoe turning backwards like just LA Dodger hat. Trigger finger twitching, bullets spin them like a laundromat. Like his internet lagging, killing where they spawn him at. I'm bad for your health, you scared to die, hypochondriac? Pussy nigga get to itch, hit him with the minor stat. Cause once we going in, it ain't no falling back. And if the Draco on my lap, you know I'm in that Donda Black. Extra clip with a bomb at. Yes. Might as well kill him if I'ma end up with Jeffrey Dahmer at. That's crazy. Cause last night I was with Madonna at, with some supermodels, asking hit, where the condoms at? Shit, I gotta stay protected. This LA, they take your life before they take your necklace. Take crazy. The gun apart, spread the pieces, make the exit. Take the clothes off, burn them, then they make the exit. Look around this motherfucker, it's like we still in the 80s. Everybody with the shit, it's like 1 billion to baby. I've been drilling for this feeling, my adrenaline saved me. I'm the Black Slim Shady, I've been killing them lately. Get these niggas the fuck out of here.